Hey guys, it's Pico here, and welcome to part 2 of my Assassin's Creed badly designed full sync missions video series. So for this video, we're finally getting into Assassin's Creed 3, which will easily have the most badly designed missions, because there's just so many. But we won't be getting to all of them in this video, because there's just so many of them, and I can't fit all of them into one video, so this is just part 1 of AC3. So this is the Braddock Expedition, which is memory free of sequence 3. So for this first part, we have to kill 2 militia in the camp without triggering open conflict, which can sometimes be kind of dumb because they can kind of see you from nowhere. Like, I'm trying to whistle people over to me, but then either no one hears it or everyone hears it because the whistle is so inconsistent in this game and it doesn't work as well. Also, this game is not like AC4 where you can do a bush trick where you can stand up in a bush and let people see you, and then their icon flashes red and then you can go back down into the bush. In this game, when they see you and their icon flashes red, it doesn't let you go back down into the bush. So I tried doing that and then it just did not work. Also, this game is the first Assassin's Creed game that has multiple full sync objectives for a single mission. So this mission has 2, but there's some missions that can go up to 3. I don't think there's any missions that have more than 3. I don't think they ever have like 4, but there's definitely missions later that will have at least 3 full sync objectives. So here I tried going around the back and try to get these 2 enemies, and I tried to do a low profile stealth kill on both of them at the same time. And even though in the remastered version they let you do that if they're on like flat ground, I thought this ground was flat enough to do it, but somehow it didn't work. So I only killed 1 and then it triggered open conflict, so I had to restart. And then I tried to air assassinate them and it did it, but it only counted as a 1 kill for the full sync objective for some reason, even though I clearly killed 2 people, so I don't know what was up with that. So I tried going around again, and I guess I tried to like lead them around this way so I can try to get them on more flat ground so I can do a more low profile stealth assassination from the back on them. So I'd lead them over here with a whistle, because the whistle's weird and it attracts 2 of them. And then I try to go around, but then I end up getting seen, so then it triggers open conflict. So then I finally decide to change my strategy and start going on the other side. And I get this guy here with the backpack, and honestly I probably should have killed him from the haystack instead of from the bush. But either way, I end up just doing a running assassination on him, which is the main guy you have to kill, but it still gave me the full sync objective, so I didn't really care. But then after you kill him, you just have to kill the rest of the enemies in the camp, and then we can move on to the next section. So just kill these enemies. Also, the combat in this game works differently, where like enemies don't have health bars. They only die if you like do a full combo on them, which is kind of dumb. And if you get stopped in the middle of the combo, like you stop it yourself or you get hit by another enemy while you're doing a combo on an enemy, it just resets their health entirely and you have to do the full combo again. Just kind of dumb. And I don't think enemies get health bars again until like Unity. So they keep that system for like a few years, because this is at the point where Assassin's Creed was doing yearly releases, and they didn't stop doing it until like 2015 when Syndicate came out, and then 2016 had no new game, and then Origins was 2017. And then in 2018 they just released Odyssey for no reason, and I hate that game with my entire life. I will never stop hating Odyssey. But anyway, this isn't about Odyssey. But for this next section, we have to destroy 3 powder carts, which can be kind of dumb because here I shoot the powder cart and I try to reload and I get stuck on a tree and then jump over a rock, because the horses in this game are just so bad and get stuck on everything, and I hate it. And I hate the missions where they force you to use a horse. And for some reason, getting stuck on that tree stopped my reload with my gun, so I couldn't reload my gun, so I couldn't shoot the next barrel. Even though I was pressing triangle so many times to reload my gun, it just wasn't doing it. So then that time I actually don't get stuck on the tree, and I actually was able to reload my gun after shooting the barrel. And sometimes during this mission I've had like the gun lock onto normal enemies instead of the cart. So I always try to shoot the cart as close as possible just to make sure I have the quick shot lock onto it. Because if it locks onto one of the normal enemies, then you don't get the full sync objective because you only have 3 carts to shoot, but you have to shoot all 3 of them. So it's kind of dumb. But anyway, we just shot the 3rd cart, so now we just have to chase down Edward Braddock. So then we just chase him, and then he gets knocked over by this falling tree. Which I actually don't know what makes this tree fall, but I think it's just a scripted event, but I don't know if it falls because like someone cuts it down or like there's a fire or something, but there's clearly not a fire, so I don't know what makes it fall down, but anyway. It falls down, he chases, he just starts off running, we chase him. And for some reason it says my gun has 0 bullets, and when I was playing that, I saw that, and I was like, can it still let me shoot him even though I have 0 bullets? And it did, so I don't know what was up with that, but it let me shoot a gun with 0 bullets in it. So that's basically it for this mission, and then this next mission is gonna be a long one. This is gonna be like half a video, like over half a video, because this next mission is gonna take forever. It literally took me 41 minutes to record this next mission. But anyway, it's just like proof of me doing the full sync objectives for this mission. And then this next mission is Conflict Looms, which is sequence 7, memory 3. So for this one, we have 3 full sync objectives, which the first one isn't that bad, but here you just have to cross Charlestown without taking damage, which I've honestly never failed because it's just so easy. Basically, all you have to do is just run in a straight line to the next green marker, and you just get it. Like, I honestly don't even know how you can fail this. But once you get past this part, this is where the bad part of this mission begins. The secret. This is why it took me like 41 minutes to record this one mission. After this part, this mission just becomes horrible and I hate it. I keep doing this mission every time I play this game, and I also rarely ever come back to this game because I just hate the game as a whole. But if I do ever replay this game, then I hate coming back to this mission. So you see those 2 ships? Those are where this mission sucks. Because you jump into this water, which by the way, once you jump into this water and those full sync objectives show up, that's where the checkpoint is. So if you fail the checkpoint, which I do tons of times, you have to do this swim tons of times, which thankfully for you guys, I sped up every time I did it, so you don't have to see the slow swim every single time, but I left it like this the first time just so you could see how slow the swim is and how long it takes. But basically for this mission, we'll have to destroy these 2 powder holds in these 2 ships, which can be done because you have to not get detected for the full sync, and also air assassinate a grenadier, which is on the other ship, which is not the one I'm on right now. But I always do this one first because I know that this mission is so bad that I'm gonna fail the full sync objective when I'm on this ship, so I don't want to waste time going to the other ship and fail it over there, and then or like get the air assassinate full sync objective and then fail the not get detected full sync objective because I know I'm gonna fail one of them. So basically, this mission is done because just watch this. I pull down this guy and somehow that guy sees me, because somehow for this mission every single enemy has like infinite range on what they can see and what they can detect. It's just like they can just see you from everywhere, and I don't understand what's up with this mission. Like they could see me climbing that obviously, but how did the 2 guys next to the box see me climbing when they were not looking my direction and they were behind the box? Like, what even is this mission? So I try like climbing up here and like see if I can poison dart these people, but it's too high for me to poison dart because the range on it is just horrible. for some reason he can see me from all the way up here, even though he's not even looking upwards. So right now I'm just trying to like figure out a way I can get down to the enemies and like not have them see me but still be in range to throw poison darts. But you can see them looking at me. You know, like, even though they don't have a meter, they can still clearly see me because they have dumb omniscient AI, and they can always see you even when they pretend that they don't. Also, what you just saw there was that when I tried to throw the poison dart, it got stuck on the beam, because for some reason, when you try the poison dart, they hit the beam instead of the enemies. And for some reason the bow in this mission never works, because even though it's meant to be a silent weapon, and it's more silent than a gun, somehow everyone always knows that you shot a bow, even if no one sees you shoot it, and no one should be able to hear you shoot it. I still always know that you shot it, and it's just dumb. So I'm just trying to figure out a way to kill all the enemies. You don't actually have to kill all the enemies on the ships, but I always try to, just because I know that if I don't kill them, I'm gonna get detected in a stupid way. But if they're all dead, then they can't detect me, because they're dead. But look at this. I pulled out a guy, and somehow the guys, like, not facing my direction somehow come and, like, detect the guy being pulled down. Like, what even was the design for this mission? Who designed this? Who designed this so badly? Why is this mission so dumb? How do they always know where you are no matter what you do? It makes no sense. Also, you can't, like, I was trying to go left to there, but like try to climb up this rope, and then he just like jumps for no reason. Like the parkour, the parkour in this game is bad in general, but on ships it's like even worse, because like Connor just doesn't listen to you, and like, he never grabs what he wants you to grab. And there's like later points during this mission where like I'll get stuck on like the ropes and I can't get out, and like I end up like falling or jumping down somewhere where people can see me and I get detected because of it. It's just so dumb. But basically I always try to go up here on the beams, because then I know that it's harder for them to see me, even though they still always see me. But it would be easier for them to see me if I was actually down on the deck, but I'm not. So I just throw poison darts from up here. But also what's dumb with this mission is that if you use your ammo, like poison darts or bows or something, and then you restart the checkpoint, it doesn't give you your ammo back. Which I guess is a thing with AC3 in general, not just this mission, but it's so dumb that happens. Like, why would they not give you your ammo back whenever you reload a checkpoint? But at least with this game, they let you reload the last checkpoint, instead of like in Brotherhood of Revelations where you have to completely restart the memory from the beginning if you fail the full sync. So that's at least good, but it's still dumb that like you just get detected so easily in this mission. Like, you just keep getting seen from everywhere. It just infuriates me. And like they always take so long to die because you have to do this so slowly to not get detected. So I sped up some parts of this mission for you guys. And look at this. I don't even think he was facing towards me, and I just walked up onto the ship and he saw me. Like I don't know what direction he was facing because my camera wasn't facing towards him, but like I'm pretty sure he's not facing my direction and he still somehow saw me. It's dumb. You also can't use your assassin recruits during this mission because you're not in the frontier or one of the main cities, so you're technically in a side area for this mission, and you can't use your assassin recruits in side areas, so they completely get rid of one of your main abilities to use in this game that can actually help you. So they basically just force you to do this by yourself. I also don't know what happened there. I like dropped down. I think I tried to drop down onto the beam, and I missed because Connor's dumb. He like ragdolled into the water. So I don't know what was up with that. But like, when I was playing this, I was like, you know what, I'm on this side, so I might as well try to kill this guy while I'm on this side. And then it could be seen anyway, because this mission is badly designed and I hate it. We haven't even gone to the other ship yet where the Grenadier is, so I haven't even attempted the air assassination on him yet. I'm just trying to deal with this first ship right now, because I always try to go for this one first. You can see how they just they can see a dead body from everywhere. They can see you from everywhere. They just have an infinite range on their vision. And you can see this part right now. They're not even facing me, and they see me. Like, what even is this? I need to know who designed this mission so they can get fired if they're not fired from Ubisoft already, because they have bad ideas about what level design is. Oh my god, I hate it. This probably isn't even the worst of SHAREfactory. There's a worse mission from this. But like I said in the beginning, there's way more missions coming for SHAREfactory because I couldn't fit them all into this one video because I just have so many. SHAREfactory is the easily the one game where I got the most footage because there's so many missions. Basically what I'm doing here is I try to use a trip mine because I know that the guard who's walking around the ship will walk into it because they don't really detect the trip mines. And I honestly rarely ever use trip mines in this game. Like, I honestly forget that they're in the game because I never use them. But in this mission I decided to try using it just to see what would happen, and it actually kind of helped. So if I ever do this mission in the future, yeah, I'll probably try using that. We had some fun ragdoll with. So it only killed the walking guard and one of the guys on the far side, which I'm looking at right now, but I don't know why we can't kill the other one. Maybe because I wasn't close enough, but I didn't want to get too close in case they detected me from behind, because they're somehow magic and dumb. They have dumb, dark magic that can see from everywhere. We're only like halfway through this one mission right now, which is just dumb. But I just wanted to show off everything that's dumb with this mission, because this mission needs to be talked about. So I'm just like trying to figure out what's like the best approach I can do for this. I don't think I've ever done this mission on my first try because it's just so badly designed that like how did they even see me there? Like how? I was above and behind them. How did they see me? It makes no sense. Like, I don't think I've ever done this mission on my first try because of this, because it's just bad and dumb and I hate it. It makes no sense. We're not even to the ship missions yet, like the naval missions, because some of the missions, I think there's at least 2 missions that I've recorded footage for this game that are naval missions that have badly designed full syncs. So that's dumb. I just tried to poison dart these people again. And even though I said earlier that like the game doesn't give you your ammo back whenever you reload checkpoint, it was for some reason doing that for me, so it was actually giving me my ammo back when I reloaded a checkpoint. I don't know what made that happen, but at least it was being nice for once a little bit. Like, in terms of like how many times I was getting seen and detected from nowhere, it wasn't being nice, but in terms of getting me my ammo back whenever I reloaded a checkpoint, it was being nice. I just ran for these guys to go back. Go back to the normal positions, and then I go behind them and assassinate them. No, I actually think they're too far apart to actually do it, but then the game lets me do it anyway. So then I just started loading all the ammo because I didn't realize that the game was giving me my ammo back when I reloaded checkpoint, so I thought I started to loot them to get the ammo. And even though I loot them before I plant the bomb, you actually can loot them after you plant the bomb and blow up the ship. Because it's like, even though there's like fire everywhere that hurts you, you can still go back onto the ship and the bodies don't disappear unless you go too far away. So if you want to, you can loot the bodies after you blow up the ship, but I don't see why you would, because you're just risking damage because there's fire everywhere that will burn and hurt you and kill you if you stand in it for too long. But this is the ship that has the Grenadier on it, and this is the only Grenadier in the mission, so he's the only one you have to air assassinate. But since he's the only one, then you only have one chance to do it. And if you fail it, then you have to restart checkpoint, and if you restart checkpoint, you have to do both ships again, which is why I do the other one first, because I know if I fail on this one, then I have to go back and do the other one, so I might as well do the other one first before I come over here. So I try to aim a poison dart at him, but then I'm too high again. You're always either too low or too high on this mission, and it's just dumb. And you can see them watching me because they have omniscient AI and they always know where I am. And I'm trying to get on the beam here, but the beam's like too far away for some reason, so Connor doesn't grab onto it. So I try to manually sideways jump to it, and he just falls down because he's an idiot, and I end up getting detected because of it. So then I have to go do the other ship again, but I actually decided to go to this one first just to see if I can do it first. It doesn't matter which order you do it in, but I always prefer doing the other one first, but I just decided to try doing this one first just to see if I can do it and just to like show it off in video before I actually fully finish the mission. So I was just making sure like no one would see me before I pulled that guy down, but of course they still did anyway. Even though they didn't actually see and detect me like fully, they still like realized that I pulled the guy down because they're just dumb and omniscient. So now I try to go for this guy, because he's all alone back here. So I just kill him, and then jump back into the water. You basically just have to stay in the water. Like, you get on the ship and you kill a person, and then just jump back into the water immediately. Because they really can't see you if you're in the water unless you swim far away enough where they can see you from off the ship. So then he sees the dead body, but I don't kill him because I know that I need to save him for an air assassination. And since I know that I have to air assassinate him, which will easily get me detected, I always try to save him for last. Whenever I do the ship, so I kill everyone else first, and then I kill him last. Because I know the air assassination will get me detected. So I'm just trying to like wait for him to do his pattern over here. Just trying to speed this part up to make it less dumb for you guys that are watching this. For some reason I thought he was gonna go back like on the part where I was just looking down on like the very back of the ship, but then I forgot that he doesn't. And then I just jumped back into the water. Just walking around. But I think I end up going up here and like throw more poison darts at these guys. And he somehow sees me for no reason, which he shouldn't have. And like, then he gets stuck down there, like he doesn't even move anymore after getting back up on the ship. And I try to get on this rail on his beam, and then Connor just jumps like an idiot for no reason. I don't know why why does he never go where you want him to go? This is why the parkour is bad, because he never does what you want him to do. So I poison dart those two guys. I honestly rarely ever use the poison dart in this game either. But like, I use it in this mission because it's actually useful. And then Connor just does this for some reason. There's an even worse one that happens later in the same mission. But this one's still pretty dumb too. So like, you can see that one guy that saw me earlier is just standing there watching me because he knows where I am. because he saw me and he has unlocking AI, so he still knows where I am, even though he's not. The game isn't saying that he knows where I am. So I try to poison dart him, but I can't do it because even though the reticle's on him, the poison dart hits the beam instead because the game's badly designed and it's dumb. Then I try jumping into the water to see if, like, going away will reset him, but it doesn't. And I'm afraid of, like, going up onto the ship because I don't want the grenadier to see me. So this guy is, like, back in this section. You can actually pull down this guy, but I tried to wait for the grenadier to not see me. And somehow they're checking out the bodies again, even though they already checked out the bodies and saw that they were there. Like, why do they have to check them again? They know they're there. They know they're there and they know they're dead. Why are they checking them a second time? They already checked the bodies. And then they stand there for like a minute, and I'm afraid they got stuck, but then they don't get stuck. And they just come back to their positions. So then I wait for the grenadier to walk away, and then I pull this guy down. And somehow, even though his back was turned and he was really far away, he still heard it and knew it happened, so he comes running. Like, why? How do they know all the time? And I hate it. It makes no sense. Someone needs to explain to me why this mission is like why all the enemies in this mission are so overpowered. And he sees me climbing and he like gets stuck there. So I have to go behind this rope and then jump in between the beam, like jump through it. And I'll loot all of them again just to see if I get extra ammo. Because even though it's been giving me my ammo back when I reload checkpoint, I still might get a few extra ammo from them, which I kind of do, but not a lot. So now I plant the bomb on this one. And then you know what? Guess what happens when I go to the other ship? You know what happens when I go to the other ship? I end up getting detected, so then I have to do all of this again. Isn't this mission great? I hate it. It's so dumb. Even though I tried using the exact same strategy I used earlier in this video, it still doesn't work because it's so inconsistent. It's just dumb. And he gets stuck going up for some reason, even though it's holding up, he doesn't go up. And I somehow get seen by 2 people. Why? Why did they have to give you level 2 notoriety for this mission? Which makes it so that people automatically start investigating anytime you see you. And they always know why they can, like, you can really see them watching me. They're not even like they're literally looking directly up at me, and that shows that they can see me. But the game doesn't think they can see me. They're trying to make me think they can't see me because they don't have the meter above their head. But I know they do secretly see me because they're omniscient AI and they're badly designed and dumb, and I hate it. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. Like, I think I'm just waiting for this guy to turn around so I can climb up. And I try to go onto this beam and then get stuck. This is the dumb part. This is the dumbest, like, parkour moment I've had during this video. Or during this mission, at least. Like, what is even happening? Like, his leg got broken a bit, at least. And then I get stuck on this, and like, his arms get crossed at some point. Like, look at this, what even is this? What is happening? Like, look at his arms, oh my god. Like, getting on this beam is literally all I wanted to do, and he's fighting me. Why would you make a game where the character fights against you and doesn't let you do what you want to do? So now I waste 3 poison darts on this one guy because 2 of them hit the beam. So, oh god, why? Why can the poison darts hit the beam? And if they do hit the beam, why can't you pick them back up? You can re-obtain arrows if you shoot them into someone and then loot the body after you kill them with the bow. You can re-obtain your arrows. Why can't you re-obtain poison darts if you miss them? Why would you also make it in the first place that they can hit the beam and miss? Why? That's just bad design. Like, I guess it's realistic at least, but like, why would you do that? You're basically just punishing me for trying to do something that should work normally. So then I get detected immediately because I get seen putting down the tripwire bomb. Jesus Christ. So then I go back to this first ship again because I don't want. I guess I tried to go for this one first. I just wanted to see what would happen if I went for the other one first. So I just try like waiting for this guy to leave so I can do the tripwire bomb again immediately. So then the other guy how did he even see me from all the way over there? Like how? What even is this? What even is their range for their line of sight? Then I pull him down and they all just come running. They all see it. How do they know? Why do they have eyes in the back of their heads? How do they always know? They're like thinking robots, dude. Like, this is the worst, like, AI in this game. The AI is already bad, but this is like the worst it ever gets. So we're gonna try to do the tripwire thing again. After this guy leaves. And it kinda works, but it also kinda doesn't because they get blown up, but then I run away and they see me climbing the ropes again after running away. I try to swim all the way to the opposite side of the ship, and then it blows up, and then I get seen by like 4 people while I'm trying to climb the ropes. This is dumb. Look at this. Like, I start climbing the ropes, and then it explodes, and then 4 people see me all at the same time. And somehow they can still detect me even though they're like lying on the ground from getting knocked back by the explosion. And then these 2 people here still know who I am because they have been omniscient AI. So it's like, why? Why would you design it this way? So I try to go over here because I thought they'd like turn around. But you can literally see them looking directly at me. You can see them looking directly up at me because they know, they secretly know, and it's dumb and makes no sense. Like when I was replaying this mission recently, just because I was playing in Siri again, because I decided to do it, because why not? I was playing this mission, and I was like, okay, this mission has to go into this video. Like, this mission is literally one of the... Like, this mission and the tank mission in Brotherhood that I put in the last video are, like, the 2 missions that I was, like, made me decide I wanted to make this video series, because they just needed to be talked about and shown off. And it's just so dumb. So that guy is just, like, walking away, and then he walks back for no reason. He already checked the body. Why does he have to leave and come back and check the body again? Literally nothing changed. And then he walks on this side for some reason. Oh, what is up with his pathing? I'm gonna do an assassination on him from the back and immediately jump to the water. Even though, like, no one saw me because I didn't see or hear the icon thing show up, I know they still saw it because you can literally see them on the map where his dead body is. Even though they didn't see me, they still know it happened because they somehow always know when they get killed. They somehow always know where you are, or they somehow always know where the enemy is that get killed are. I think it's so dumb. And then they get back into their position, but they keep circling like this for some reason. Like they get broken or stuck for some reason. But at least somehow it lets me do a back assassination on them. So I try looting them again. Just because I can. Give me a trip line back, which I don't really care about, because I never use them. I just have to blow up this one ship and then I have to go back to the other one. But you know what? At least we're almost done with this mission because I will spoil that this attempt we're on right now is this last attempt I had with this mission because I finally did it after like however many restarts I did. I didn't count how many restarts I had for this mission, but it took me 41 minutes to record the whole thing, so probably a lot. So I'm just going to the other one. Now I actually kind of get lucky with this because like I get seen by an enemy and he comes over to where I am, but he doesn't come far enough, and then the grenadier that's walking, like he pushes him towards me closer, so I'm actually in enough range to ledge assassinate him. But even though I ledge assassinate him, I still get seen because they always know they always know where you are, and they always know what happens when you kill the enemies. So like I tried going over here to like get this guy who's walking up here first, and then I somehow get seen by this scout. And this guy is just walking back and forth. I somehow get seen, which I guess isn't that bad compared to the rest of the mission. Like, I guess if I was him, I would have easily seen Connor, but like, he gets stuck for some reason, and then he walks a little bit again, and then he gets stuck again. And then the grenadier walks by and he pushes him towards me closer towards me, and then I'm suddenly in range to do a ledge assassinate him. So then I just wait for these other two enemies to leave, just to make sure they don't see me. And then I do a ledge assassinate him. But it still doesn't matter because they still know and they still see me do it even when they pretend that they don't. Because nothing in this mission makes sense. I'm actually going over here to get the other guys that are on this side. And I poison dart the two people in the front. And I think the poison dart hits the beam again, which is dumb. Or not. Luckily they didn't hit the beam that time. I think the reason why it hit the beam is because like when you throw a poison dart, Connor always throws it with his left hand, and if you're in the wrong position, his throwing animation makes it hit the beam. But like, then at that point, why would you not make more than one throwing animation? And why would you even make it so that they can't hit the beam in the first place? It's just dumb. It's bad design. So they go over to check the bodies out. And then the same thing happens where like they get stuck on the bodies and just stand there for a while, and then they leave, and then they go back and check the bodies again, even though literally nothing changed. And the bodies are still there and they're still dead. Or if the grenadier leaves to go back on his own path. And then the other guy from this side of the ship, like he was on the complete opposite side of the ship, and he goes over and knows where the bodies are and like checks them out for some reason. Because he knows they died, even though he shouldn't realistically have known that they died. So then he starts coming back to his normal location, and then he turns around and goes and checks the bodies again. Like, why? Well, he checks the other one, so it's not, at least not the same one, but like, why does he have to check them again? He can, literally nothing changed. They're both still there and they're both still dead. And then he gets stuck walking in circles for some reason. Why is the packing in this game so bad? Why do enemies always walk in circles and get stuck on things? But he at least comes back over this way and doesn't go back over there. So I at least have an opportunity to kill him, which I do. I just look over there real quick to make sure they're not coming. Even though I know they're still gonna come and check his body out. So he sees me from like all the way over there on the opposite side of the ship. So then I get the grenadier to come over because he can somehow see me from everywhere. So then I start coming up to see what the other guy is because I know there's one other enemy left. I think I do the pull down assassination on him, like the ledge assassination on him again, because that worked last time I was on the ship. I just wait until the grenadier's gone. And somehow he didn't detect it, even though he was on the opposite side of the ship. But when I killed other enemies, he was on the opposite side of the ship, and I still knew. So it's so inconsistent and doesn't make any sense. So then I just have to air assassinate him for the other full sync. So I think he sees me climbing here. Unless he doesn't. Well, he doesn't, but I still air assassinate him anyway. So he's dead, so it doesn't matter. And then I finally plant this bomb. And then we're finally done with this mission. This literally took me 41 minutes to record, and I think we're at like... It started in the video at like 6 minutes in, and we're at like 42 minutes in. So this was definitely a long one. I think this was definitely the longest one it took me to record, but there's other missions like this that are just dumb and don't make any sense. But I at least got through them way more quickly. But then we can finally move on to the last mission I have for this video, but not the last one I have for AC3, because I have a lot more for AC3. And I think part 3 of this series will definitely just be AC3 the whole time again because of how much footage I have for this game. Also, this is more parkour being done, like why can't I climb that? And then I almost fall down and then die. If I completely fell down and died and would have had to restart the checkpoint, I would have been so mad. But finally we do it. For some reason, normally when I do this mission, I always forget that I have to climb on top of the ship and set up the flag. But this time when I was recording it, I actually remembered to do it. Instead of just swimming back to the shore and then remembering I have to swim up, I have to go back up to the ship and set up the flag. But finally we're done with it, so then we can move on to public execution, which is sequence 8 memory free. I just realized I chose memory free for like all 3 missions in this video, which is kind of weird. It's not 3 sequences in a row because sequence 3, sequence 7, and then sequence 8. But in all the sequences it is memory free, so that's kind of weird. But anyway, this is the mission where you kill Thomas Hickey, so right now we're just walking through this giant crowd before we get hanged, or attempt to get hanged at least. Also, fun fact about this mission is that you can see your fast recruits killing enemies in the crowd and on the rooftops and stuff. But apparently in the lore, when you are getting hanged from the rope, Haytham is actually the one who's like the final guy who cuts the rope for you, because your assassins don't end up doing it. So he actually is the one who saves you in this mission, even though he's not actually anywhere visibly seen or heard. But anyway, this mission is dumb because for some reason when you have to chase Hickey, the game slows down for some reason, I guess for like dramatic effect. But I don't understand why they slow it down so much. Like, why is it so slow? They could have at least sped it up a little bit if they wanted to slow the game down. But they made it so slow. And he's also so much faster than you. And you have to run through all of these people. he can just push through them like it's nothing. But anyway, full sync for this mission is do not let either of Washington's bodyguards die, and also kill 2 enemy militia. And it's also dumb, because you have to not let the bodyguards die, but he can kill the bodyguards in 1 hit. Like, they literally die in 1 hit, and it's dumb, and it makes no sense. Like, they literally have, like, Odyssey health, because in Odyssey you can die in, like, 1 or 2 hits, because the game's so badly designed and poorly balanced. But these guys still die in, like, 1 hit, and it makes no sense. But basically what I do is, like, I just try to run up to him, and I tackle him. But then after you tackle him, you have to make sure you hit him once, so that he aggro's onto you. But if he doesn't aggro onto you, which is what just happened, then he still has the guards. But you have to make sure that after you tackle him, you have to wait for him to get all the way back up to his feet before you hit him, because if he's still on the ground when you hit him, it just kills him instantly. So then you fail to kill enemy militia full sync because you didn't kill the enemy militia. So that's kind of dumb. You have to wait until he gets back up to his feet before you hit him. So technically, when you have to save the bodyguards, you can actually let one of them die, because I didn't realize this. Like, it's taken me like a few years to realize this, and I also forgot this when I was recording it, which is why I restart so many times. But if one of the bodyguards dies, it actually doesn't fail the full sync, and it only matters if both of them die. But you still have to kill both of the enemy militia. And then this is a dumb thing where, like, I was just running in a straight line, and then for some reason Connor just decided to jump on a table. So I don't know why the parkour is being dumb. But, like, he just jumped on the table for no reason. So I just decided to restart because there was no way I was going to catch up to him in time. So I just, like, run through the crowd and I try to tackle him. I think here I actually, like, make sure I actually get both the bodyguards to survive. Just like I said, you don't actually have to do. So I tried hitting Hickey, but then, oh, I actually do fail it. I forgot. But, like, I tried hitting Hickey to, like, make an aggro onto me, but the enemy militia guy kept hitting me while I was trying to hit Hickey, so it kept stopping my attack, so I wasn't able to hit Hickey. And then somehow the bodyguard died. Like, the bodyguard that was behind me got killed because somehow the militia hit me and the bodyguard at the same time, is what it looked like. So, like, you just the enemy militia's attack just went straight through me and hit me and the militia at the same time. It was kind of dumb. But like you just saw, he killed one of the enemy militia and it hasn't failed the full sync. And I hit Hickey right after he got back up to his feet, so it doesn't kill him immediately. So then I just kill these 2 enemy militia, and then I combo kill Hickey, and then that's it for this mission. It's just dumb that they slow the game down so much, and it basically restricts all your movement. And it's just dumb, and I hate it. But it at least didn't take as long as that last mission. Like, oh my god. I hate that mission on the ships, and I hate this one too. But that's basically it for this video, so stay tuned for more of this series, and I hope you enjoy it.